Hey everyone, welcome to To and From episode 8. So, quick disclaimer, we watched the episode on Monday, weren't able to fully record immediately. So, potentially there's some kind of things that have maybe now been able to think upon. Don't know how aggressive and an immediate reaction we'll have to some stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, this is the only episode where that happens. It just happened to be the way it worked out as well. So we've got a little list ready to go, just so we don't forget it necessarily. We probably still will, to be fair. 100% going to forget something. But we'll see how it goes. So let's just dive in with the immediate and the biggest kind of bit of the episode, which is Boyd, Jade / Kenny, I guess, to be fair.
No. Coach Kenny.
Coach Kenny having the conversation about El Plan.
Yes.
It's El Plan.
The plan of plans.
The only plan, because we don't do plan Bs, right? So, Jade and Kenny have been starting to work out the tunnel schematics.
Yeah.
Right? They've got the blueprint for the tunnels, which I'm just automatically going to say, I don't think it's going to be right. I just know there's not. I don't think
most reliable.
I don't think it's not even that it's most reliable, right? I just don't really get how anyone can really truly navigate it in a way without really going in with that being the mindset. Like anytime Tabitha's went down there, it's because she fell through a hole in the ground, right? So she's not thinking straight. So how does she know her lefts and rights, right? You can't trust Victor, right? Because the boy's a fucking donut, right? He's donut. He knows set points, right?
But it may just be how to get to those.
I don't know. Knowing set points isn't the same as knowing the full layout. It's like the equivalent of
to be honest,
I know how to get to my work, right? But if you put me in London, I'd now no longer know how to get to my work.
I mean, I just can't believe
it's
London, the most heavily trafficked.
It's shit like that. I just don't think it's fully reliable. And then the last source of information is Mushroom Boy and Jade himself, right? I just feel as if all three of them are very broken elements to maybe make a map, right? I'm not so if somebody told me that's how the map was generated, I'd be like, no, I'll wait until Google.
Yeah,
I'll wait until Google comes in with a wee car that drives through the tunnel. Right,
it drives through the town.
That's what I want, right? I just don't think it's the best plan in general. I just don't.
The thing is, though, I mean, it'll be the best plan, but it's the only plan they've actually made. It's not a group, but when, hey, we might have found something. Do we try it?
Yeah.
Usually it's, I found something, I'll keep it a secret. I'll tell no one until later. So
can I say fuck this episode for that scenario as well, though? The amount of secrets that started to be kept this episode was annoying, though.
They did try to do it again. It's like they just had the big community.
They just had the big community fucking meeting, and then everyone went back to fucking anarchy with not telling people shit. Some people did, fair play, but not everyone. Just while you say that, because I don't think it was.
And the hate for the veterinarian, it's still going.
Oh, the vet's just doing my tits in at this point. But so they come up with this plan. Well, Jade comes up with a plan, which essentially, let's just be honest, right, was literally just send everyone into the tunnels. Somebody gets the bones. Because that's, I mean, in a way,
Could you imagine just having them all charge into the tunnels?
Well, here's the thing, right?
Monsters,
See if you actually think about it, right? we know that the monsters are strong, right? But in the last handful of episodes, we've also seen the monsters appear incredibly weak.
Yeah.
What is the chances that you could just genuinely send all the town in and just be like, listen, we're going in fucking full blitzkrieg mode in the daytime. We're just getting into the fucking
Storm
tunnels,
the trenches.
storm it. We tell you the directions we're going to take, and that's how you're going to get to the cavern. And somebody's getting out. Like I know not everyone's going to agree with that, right? Like, but that's honestly like probably one of the better plans. Would just be like if you're going to commit to the idea of people dying, just fully commit to people dying,
Yeah.
like, and then just get the fucking job done. Or you lie to everybody, right? And you say to everybody, just so you know, that Jade and Tabitha aren't the only ones that reincarnate.
It's all of us.
Just so you know, it's all of you.
Yeah.
You've lived these lives. You've lived these lives multiple times. How about we fucking end it? Guess what happens if you die? You just come back, right? And then just like lie to everybody,
Like-
and then just get them all.
And then he's just like, watch this, just shoots one of them, they just come back into the town like, hey guys,
Like,
see?
there's options for it, right? But I think there is like this scenario. The plan I do not think is great. Obviously, later on, Kenny then goes and does the bit that I hate. As such, I've also been proven correct or wrong. But
Yeah,
he basically goes like, so yeah, are you going into the tunnels
to Jade.
to Jade? And Jade doesn't actually answer. And I fucking hate that because it kills the character of Jade.
But you know he's going to though.
But it's not that you know he's going to. No, but the problem with it is it makes it look as if he wants to do something like, oh, I'll sit on the radio.
Yeah.
Is the difference like, oh, let me communicate the plan to everybody.
The one that keeps reincarnated, and he's like, I'm the one.
It just no. I think that's the thing though as well. But it also kind of heavily emphasizes on the idea that the town's going to kill him because he's being a wee bitch and not being like, here's my plan. Now it's somebody else do it.
Yeah.
But it also seems to be his entire MO at times where every time he comes up with a plan, it's never finished, and then Boyd's the one to finish it. Or do something about it, and I fucking hate that. I hate that so much.
I really do think it is just his personality is. I found a piece of the puzzle. I want to finish a puzzle without the rest of the parts.
It fully fixates on one thing at a time, but I do think it's like going to be what kind of like comes back to bite him basically, because like it's now like 2 episodes in a row where he's had some kind of plan, and then Boyd's meant to be the one to finish it.
Yeah,
but every one of them that's in that room knows Boyd's font to bits.
Yeah.
So they also know he's font to bits. Let's pile more shit on the plate.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, because Jade also sees him with the sort of Parkinson twitch. Or does he? I can't remember now.
I think he knows, like.
Well, no, they did. They seen the twitch in the room because he tries to hide his hand in his jacket. So like, they know something's up. But again, it's like I don't think Jade can like comprehend like the concept of Boyd not just doing everything. So they have this kind of conversation, and it's probably quite heavy because they are like now looking at the plan
of like somebody
has to die, somebody has to go down there. Casualties will happen.
Which is a fair point that Jade makes. He's like, maybe the reason why we keep getting these recycles is because nobody actually wants to make the decision.
And I think that probably is somewhat true. But then also it depends on who you're killing, I guess. Because I would imagine that no other previous cycle has really figured out the fuck's going on. Like, to the level. Like, because knowing how to get out or what to break the curse doesn't really know what's going on. You can just, like, if you get a bunch of fucking visions and you crack the code, it doesn't mean you know what the visions are. You just know how to get out. Like, so, like, I think with things like Miranda and stuff, like, it does feel like more like the boy in white talks to Christopher and Christopher and Miranda have those kind of conversations where she's probably having the visions because we've seen Tabitha have the visions, and you add 2 and 2 together. Oh, I figured out how to get out of here because it's not as if they were able to leave, so they know they're stuck. What's the way out? Oh, a bunch of visions. Christopher talks to the boy in white. They probably have some level of communication to each other that's maybe a bit better than what we're currently dealing with. And that was how she then starts sprinting because she fucking cracks the code. Yeah. Bear in mind, I think she did it in an absolute fucking stupid way because she could have left it at night potentially, as such.
Yeah.
Or maybe not, but we never know. Like,
until we know exactly what
until we know the time frame. Yeah. Like, until we know it.
I don't know about you, but did you see? It's just a wee quick theory, so I'll quickly get it over with. Is that is it? Oh, what's it called? Remember the guy with the doll, the one that sits in the room talking to the doll in season 3.
Christopher.
Is it Christopher? Just make sure.
The one that talks to the ventriloquist
Yeah.
doll. Yeah, it's Christopher. Yeah, yeah.
People are saying that's actually the man in yellow.
Nah, no, because we know that's Thingy's previous life though. Jade's. That was Jade's previous life.
Was it?
Yeah, because you see him standing with all the other fucking reincarnations.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
so
That
we'll,
theory's out the
so we'll
window.
debunk that one. Well, it was a short theory.
Debunked.
A short theory indeed.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Nah,
and I
that
was like,
was
that's weird.
aye, that's Crystal. That was Crystal because you see him in the previous
Yeah, that's a
the
fair
4
point,
lives
yeah.
that you see previously. But aye, there's something to
Well, it does go back to the theory
it.
that
Aye,
I was
true,
talking about.
true.
So
That
is
is
a
true.
slight-
Though maybe no. Do you know what? Yeah, there
it
is that.
slightly came
There is
back.
that bullshit. We will get to that
yeah.
one. So later on in the episode, because it's weird because like they have the initial conversation and then there's a shit ton of in between
Yeah.
before it comes back to the conversation with just him and Kenny, with Jade and Kenny, and then they're basically like Jade figures out, oh wait, there's a fucking hole in the roof, which we
Yeah.
kind of like. I remember even
was-
saying that during the
Yeah,
episode.
as soon as
where
it
I'm like-
happened, we're like, there's a hole. There's a bit that
He literally
sunlight comes through
And what
instantly.
I
moving like a-
didn't like was I'm sitting going like, he fucking knows there's a hole in the roof. Why the fuck's he like? I didn't get the
if
idea that
anything,
that
they
was the
get
bit.
put into a fucking
Yeah, and he
crate,
looks up at
looking
it.
up
Yeah,
at it.
like how the fuck can they not unQA that one?
Yeah.
Like it's so stupid. So like they figure it out, and then they get to the point where like this is where I'm starting to hate Jade a little bit. I'm going full townsfolk on him. So they go to the bottle tree because he goes, oh, it's the bottle tree, which it is. So we know the bottle tree, the opening of the roof with the roots right becomes the bottle tree. As
Yeah.
far as I'm aware, that's how
That's
I'm
how that-
interpreting
yeah.
it. I could be wrong. It might be after the left a bit, but I think it is. So I think you would go down the hole in the tree that goes down into the cavern,
Yeah.
right? But the tree be all magical and shit. So there's the other issue of you can't just go down it as well. Like, this is the bit I'm trying to figure out. How do they just go down, or do they have to go at night?
Are they going to do a deal?
Do they deal themselves? Boyd's thing was really smart where he says, no, you've got to be able to tether something to this. Because if you send somebody in with a rope, I think the idea is you can drag them back through the same way. Like it's like if you have like a portal
Yeah.
and you just chuck something through it, it can go through any of the exits. But if you chuck it with a rope and pull it back, it'll come through the same
Yeah.
exit. So I think that's the idea. And then Jade's just like, well, we're not tethering people, we're just fucking calabunga into it.
And hope
This is
for
what I
the
hate.
best, yeah.
This is what I hate. His whole idea is just, I think he's too fucking fixated on just the idea of the bones and not everything else that goes into it.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is, oh, we'll go down during the day, barricade it from the inside, stone it up, and then fucking like Mission Impossible back up, right? Without any idea of what happens if the tether doesn't hold, which is what Boyd says. What happens if something goes wrong? And he's just like, no, fuck him. Like,
Yeah. I will say the one thing, it's a small thing, and it's like, yeah, I can see why it didn't come straight to mind. Why don't they just dig? Just go next to the tree.
so I'm going to tell you why they can't dig, right? Because I was actually thinking about this one. You see the top of the cavern, a lot of it's stone,
Yeah.
right? I think that would take too long to excavate, and you'd have to leave it a night, and the monsters will figure out that
Yeah.
you're fucking digging a big hole. So which means they might then just leave somebody in it, or they might just be like, "Oh, every time you fucking dig a hole, we're just going to fill it in."
That how fucking hilarious
Like,
if a
could you
fucking
imagine?
construction monster came in.
Well, one of
fucking
them
built the
does have a
truck.
high vis jacket. So I mean, like, generally, right? Like, I think that would be
Full
the thing.
cement.
I think if you're going to do it, you have to do it under the guise of like a Mission Impossible
But here's
style
the
thing.
That
You
is,
can't
like,
you can't go, oh, we have spare dynamite, let's blow a hole in this shit.
I mean, we don't know what's in those storage. There could be
True, that's
like,
true.
There could be tons of pickaxes,
But I don't think it's doable.
because there's like, I think there's only like 30 people. No, it's like 35. No, 40.
47.
47. Actually, there was something about that
Oh shit.
that somebody brought up. But it's just a shitty theory for the new. But I'll
Okay,
talk about
theory.
that later. But yeah, if there's like 47 of them there, I mean, if all of them just worked in turn for a day, one, the dirt would easily be gone. Two,
You'll get rid of the dirt, but you've got to then assume we have pickaxes.
I mean, I would
I
think
don't
they
know.
would.
I don't know if I've seen a pickaxe yet. Like, the problem is,
I mean, we've seen a guy get crushed by a boulder. I'm gonna say somebody had a pickaxe to get
no,
that boulder.
but no, that could just be bad infrastructure, you know. I just think you're not getting. I don't think you're going to get down, because I think too much time has probably passed with that level of. You don't even know how deep down it goes either. Like,
Yeah.
these tunnels are tunnels when you think
Just don't
about
look
it, right?
great at
Well,
the
think
surface.
about it. Well, I don't think they are. Like, I don't think they are, because the whole point was the roots is what you see of the tree.
Yeah.
It's the roots of the tree. It's not the fucking top of it. You're not seeing the top of the tree. So, like, I don't think they can dig it. I think they have to use the bottle hole in the bottle tree. They have to use the hole in the bottle tree. Go down is the plan. I think that is the plan.
Yeah.
But again, you have to have these backups, and Jade just doesn't have them, which
Aye.
is starting to piss me off, because I'm just like, I just wish he would fucking. I wish they would hit him just once and just get him to be like, listen, we fed you the mushrooms, now fucking think. Like, we gave you the fucking thing you wanted for your memory. Now use the rest of your brain and fucking, like, adapt to this fucking situation instead of just, I want out. Let me just fucking filter everybody in.
Yeah, I think it also is kind of not fucked, but I think just from how kind of Jade is, I think because he knows that he will be reincarnated, he's a bit more lenient on like, fuck, if everybody dies,
yeah,
well,
like, if he dies, does he just come back?
yeah, well, it'd suck.
Yeah, it's like, it would suck, but
he gets another chance type of thing.
Yeah, but then I think the difference there is it's
But yeah,
like
it's
he
still
only
awesome.
remembers the past lives. He doesn't. I don't know how much of it feels like he lives them. That's the difference.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But yeah, they have all of that conversation. That was the main conversation for the episode. To be fair,
Well,
the rest actually felt quite fucking.
there was a specific one at the very end, but
Aye.
that's a conversation for a later date now.
What was the conversation at the end?
The man in yellow.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Aye, I thought you meant with the Kenny and that. Yeah, that was basically the biggest thing, was the L plan coming together.
Yeah,
After that, like, we should just do the Tabitha part probably. No, the Tabitha. Well, Tabitha we could do first.
I mean, we could knock out the wee easy ones like Fatima.
Like Fatima and shit.
Yeah.
So Fatima, obviously, like, during the in between of the conversations, Fatima has, what's his fucking name? I always got to call him Elliot. Ellis, Jesus.
Yeah. And
Ellis and that then have Fatima. They talk to Boyd and they show everybody. Well, they don't initially show anyone, but she says this something along the lines of like, I was able to control him, kind of thing. Like, and it wasn't just I could see through him, but I felt everything, all that sort of shit. So good on her for giving the information across. She's the only one that wasn't at the meeting, I think, that actually gave information. Right, perfect done. I think Donna was in the room at the same time as well.
Yeah,
and like they basically just go like, we're going to get you off to the fucking clinic to get checked as well, which was the whole thing. Because I can't remember if it was at that point she lifts the top up to show the decay happening at the abdomen
at the house. Yeah,
she does, doesn't she? Aye, just aye. So she goes. They basically have that small conversation. Awkwardly, we don't see the fucking Stone Golem anymore. The Clay Golem didn't seem to be in the room, and I couldn't remember if they were in the same room anymore.
They just moved it over.
Aye, like either that or it did start shuffling to a door when fucking Roger came in. Like, so like, yeah, so basically they ship her off to the clinic to go see her favourite person ever, the veterinarian, right? And basically, like, we should just, I mean, essentially, we'll just skip to that point, which was they're doing the ultrasound and stuff, and Ellis had probably the best jab of, like, he might actually be the real monster, right? Because it was the best fucking jab ever, like, of the whole thing, where they were like, oh yeah, we're not seeing it, and it's like, well, you didn't see your baby before, like, and shit like that. But I noticed straight away with something happening when she was doing like the pulse and shit like that and stuff, and something was happening where it didn't feel right. And then when they start having the conversation with Junkie Girl,
I think it was her face. You just kind of
something was not right, and it was perfectly fair play. I don't like the fucking veterinarian in there, but the actress was on point, like, because you immediately knew something was not right, and she's clocked something, and you're just like, what the fuck? And like, it was perfectly done, to be fair, right? So the veterinarian takes Junkie Girl out, because Junkie Girl's just agreeing with Fatima at this point, and I don't think it's a good or a bad thing. But the problem with it now, I think, is the veterinarian just seems to have went from run with the script to now just being devil's advocate all the
Yeah.
fucking time, and I'm just like, fucking shut up and agree once.
Yeah.
It would save us all a million fucking years.
We should clarify that the junkie and Fatima, their idea is to actually use the power, and the
Yeah.
veterinarian's like, no, she's my patient.
Aye.
I will not
I
let
will
her
not
harm."
let her use her superpowers. And the junkie goes like, jab me with heroin. And you're like, no, that's not what we're talking about right now. And she's like, what?
It's my superpower. Get the fuck out of here.
But like, yeah, they're basically trying to say like, do they use the power to control them to do something? But again, I will say, right, it is a bit of a fucking like a bit of a high they're having, right? Because there isn't really a plan of what the fuck you're going to do. Like, what you going to make him do? Like, fall off a bus again? Like, it didn't clearly kill him. So, like, I fucking hate these half plans. I feel like they've all talked to Jade too much and they've got too many half plans. So, like, but when the junkie girl and that go outside, veterinarian girl tells her, hey, she's got a pulse that was like 50 over, like, 30 or like something. And she's like she should, like, because she asks her question, like, do you feel dizzy? Do you feel nauseous and all this sort of shit? And she's just like, no, I'm fine. And then when she tells her about the pulse, she's basically like, clinically, you'd be dead. Like, you've got a pulse of somebody who's just about to kick the bucket kind of level. And that's where she's like, well, what, did you do it twice? She's like, I actually did. And it was the same, like, she had to do it twice to confirm that there's basically no pulse, which fucking perfectly potentially ties into the fucking theory I had that I seen it online and I kind of like rolled with it a little bit. But in like one of the first seasons, you see the girl who convinces the guy. I think we've said this in a previous episode as well. But the girl that convinced the guy to let the monsters in, basically, because they were all right and hot, right? Lets them in, get the whole place to happen to shit. She stares in the mirror, right? And then a future episode, Fatima in the same mirror stares in the mirror, same position and everything, right? Yeah. And basically now you're starting to now look at this thing of, what if she's becoming the monster that this theory like implies could be happening? I'm starting to be like, here, fuck, like, we might be onto something here, because like I think it is like the pulse slowing down, yeah. And again, I don't know if it means that Fatima was always a monster or if there's something to it, but it is going to be interesting to see what the fuck happens with this. Oh my god, do you know what could even be crazier? What if she becomes the kimono lady?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
fucking geese.
Could you imagine? Like, yeah.
Well, she gives birth and herself delivers it.
Because technically, if you think about it, right, the kimono lady shows up one time, basically, right? And the monsters don't do anything to stop her, right? Yeah, and it kind of is almost like she controls them to have the rebirth stuff happen.
I think a wee bit. Just one of those, like, it's another monster.
Nah, I'm just saying. I think she's either going to become the blonde chick from season 1, or she's kimono lady. There's no in between, so I'm calling it now. But like, yeah, we think that's a monster scenario potentially in play now.
It's one of those where it was, I can't remember if it was in this episode or it was another episode, but they are like, all the insides are like dried up, cold.
Yeah,
but they are still human parts.
They still have all the human parts, but they're basically like shriveled to dust. Yeah, kind of level. It's like they're all raisins inside.
And she's like, yeah, I do. I think she says like, I feel cold or something inside. And then that's when she brings it up.
So there's that going on, which is kind of cool. But that was really it. To be fair, that was like a very subplot for the episode. It was a cool plot. Lead somewhere. That's it. It's going to add to future points. I still would say that I wouldn't be shocked if her controlling them speeds up the process, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like that's the thing, because if you think about it, she doesn't really say she had the fucking black veins until she did the and then fucking stops them, right? I think that speeds it up. Yeah. So I think there's something to it being like
the connection that she feels it
you're forcing the connection to connect,
and so it speeds it up. Yeah.
So I think there's something to that at least. Next, we would probably have.
I mean, there's Boyd having his basically temper tantrum, fucking hitting thing with the door.
True. I hit the priest. That's near the end though. I think you would have
that cut just to show it. Cause so it's hilarious.
Victor, Tabitha, and Ethan start preparing the boy which just sounds wrong every time. But I mean, it honestly really doesn't. It kind of unravelled a little bit about the history of Victor a little bit,
I did
but
like that how they like how they were explaining what Ethan needs to learn, but he does it through what he had to do
no,
himself,
but see, my
but
problem,
with upgrades.
here was my problem with it, right? I felt it did fuck all,
Oh, really?
right? Genuinely, right? I'll tell you why, right? So
Because there's no peaches.
because there's no fucking
I fucking
peaches.
knew it.
There's no fucking peaches, right? No, when you think about it, right, he's they don't actually give him. I think this wouldn't have been my initial reaction, but the more I think about it, I think Tabitha might be right, which is basically we're prepping him for fucking failure by telling him this, because what you're actually saying, right, is in the event we fucking fail, you're on your own, wee man,
I mean,
right?
yeah.
Which doesn't also even imply the fact that they're going to do a fucking Miranda and leave him locked in a cellar or some shit. Because the thing is, right, the monsters still knew where they all were. They know all the hiding spots. Like
Yeah.
they be
I
like
mean, do well,
I
not
think they do,
all
but I
because
think they do.
thingy.
I think so. Here's my thing, right? I think the only reason they don't find Victor, right, is because after the massacre, I think they go into hibernation that night,
I mean,
right?
yeah, I could
I
see that.
think because once they like say once they've went through the whole town, killed everybody, potentially had a conversation with the man in yellow, right? They just go, well, we've got to wait until the fucking cycle starts again,
Yeah.
and they all just go. They'll just go
Go to
back
sleep,
into
yeah.
caves and go to sleep, right? So I don't think he necessarily has too much to hide from, which is probably why he was allowed to explore the caves.
I mean,
Once he goes into the caves a bunch of times, they go, oh well, there's a kid floating about. Who gives a shit? Because the kid's got no relevance now, which is why they probably let him.
yeah. Well, a small part of me, he does say when like he's got Ethan sitting down, Tabitha there. He's like, "Yeah, I just stayed in here for like." He doesn't give an exact time,
But it
but
has to
he's
be a
like,
while.
"Yeah, he's like, I stayed in here so long that then I like when I had to go out to get food, which means if depending how much peaches are there, I'm no nutritionist, so I don't know how many peaches you can have before like you start like starving.
Well, you
But
don't starve if you have the peaches. It's if you don't have the peaches you
how
starve.
many? Yeah.
I think I wouldn't be
Like was that
shocked.
truck a peach truck?
I think it probably was a delivery truck. So like I think he's probably been able to survive for a fair whack of time because he probably was able to just stay inside that thing,
Yeah,
shut her down, doesn't talk because he only talks to his fucking fake parents,
yeah.
right? Because he basically
Well,
says that like,
parent.
he doesn't have the dog or anything like that that he
At the
gives
time,
to.
yeah.
He basically is just talking to a random can and be like, "Hello, mother," like something like that. So like I think he probably has like a fucking whack of stuff. Like the boy in white shows him where to hide, and then shows him a few survival tips.
Yeah, which is why I'm thinking it's like, wow, the monsters generally for a while just was like, cool, that's everything done until somebody comes in. And then when it comes to him going out and actually exploring the tunnels and stuff, it's probably been not when they've been awake, but it's like as you said, like they know somebody's
I
around,
think even
but
if they,
it's
I
not
think the
worth.
thing is though, it's more even if they're like sleeping, air quotations, if they're sleeping, right? I think they're still technically awake. Like they're hibernating in the sense of like they're
They're just
just
pissed.
inactive,
Yeah.
right? But I think they say something along the lines they could hear everything happening in the tunnels,
Ah, it's the echo
kind
or
of
something.
thing.
I
Like
think they say.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like they know he's down there, but it's one kid, and they're like, well, they know they probably have to wait until a certain amount of people show up to start the cycle again. Like
Yeah.
they can't
Well,
just
he's
start
just
the
a
cycle.
fucking 10 out of 10 fucking
Aye.
like champion of hide and seek.
But I think the boy in white also might theoretically protect him by showing him that spot. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's more to it
Yeah.
as well. Because the boy, like, because he does say the boy in white basically helps him,
Yeah.
and you're sitting going like, but how would they not? How does the boy in white know that one spot they won't check and shit like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something to it at least, but we don't really know. I just don't think the information they gave Ethan this episode was of any fucking use. To be quite honest with you, I mainly because I think it came from somebody who is broken and it actually was just not helpful.
I think
Like
that's it's made like it's one of those. It's the information was given because the person is so scarred.
he's given it
It
from
makes the information less not useful, but more like a like you
it
have
feels
food, but you don't
more
have the plate to put it on.
it
Like,
feels more doom and gloom than like a hope for you'll be the next person to fix everything.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, like Victor's stuff essentially is when we all die, you're going to die by yourself. Here's a doll that you can talk to,
Yeah.
and you're just like, no, that's not useful. Like, because you're basically what you're implying. Like, he's not implying it, but what it says is basically you're going to go clinically insane,
Yeah.
and you're going to start going mental. So you need to start talking to things
To keep you
to keep yourself active
sane.
and
Yeah.
sane, which is fucked because you're telling this to a boy, like a small kid,
Then
right?
again, Ethan is already fucked in the head.
And Ethan also is I fucked the head. So like,
maybe it might do the opposite, fix him.
so I think I actually changed my opinion overnight where I think I'm kind of on Tab's side where she's basically like, this isn't helpful. Like, I don't think she does the right thing either though because she goes, oh, but we're not going to fail, and it's like, yeah, no worries, Miranda.
Yeah, what's the
Like,
fucking point of
the
lying at this
idea the
point?
idea of lying to the kid doesn't help either. Like, so you've got one person telling his truth, but not the truth. And then you've got her saying like, "Oh, we're going to be totally fine," and I just don't. I just actually think like I get what they're trying to do, but there's more to it. Like I think because I think he's also got more to play in the story, so I feel as if like he won't get that choice either anyway to be like just the survivor,
Yeah.
you know.
So yeah, that was really just kind of that more of a. There's still two wee bits left.
Yeah.
So we have Henry having the fucking uncoma.
So Henry's I think Henry's thing, to be quite honest, is super easy to like flash through
Yeah.
because all he is he's having a handful of visions because he's drank the fucking the blood juice, right? And now the man in yellow is starting to plague his memory so that he's the one that snaps it and does the fucking what was the Boyd's wife called again?
Louise.
Alice.
Eloise.
No, it's not. Boyd's wife basically shoots up the town. I think this is the whole setup to him snapping out because essentially what they're trying to do in the visions and in these wee memory things is you've got to violently what was it? You've got to like hard disconnect,
which is such a
from
weird...
the world, which is basically I think you said it was like either shoot Victor, like kill Victor to disconnect from the world,
connection to it,
or it's just to shoot everybody up. Like, because I think that's the other thing as well. Because
I mean, he doesn't really give a fuck.
I don't know, to be honest, but I don't think it's more the fact that like everyone in that town is what's kind of got him there as well. So like maybe it's just a matter of shooting people up and maybe shooting himself at the end of it. Is the idea like if you kill everybody and then kill yourself, you reset, which is what they want you to do because they want this cycle to be reset.
Yeah.
Right. So like I think there's something to it where it's like I think there's just something. It feels like he is just going down the Boyd wife route, to be honest.
Yeah,
which was basically all it was. The scenes were quite cool, but there was also loopholes as well that you've pointed out.
Yeah, so that was one thing I did like is he didn't just automatically like agree that this is actually like
he doesn't accept it.
Like, yeah, like I will say it was fucking hilarious when he's like, "How did I get in this coma?" And he's like, "Your wife gave you acid."
Oh yeah, because we were talking about drugs as well during the episode.
Like, what?
The one time we didn't fucking record it as well because it was that late, and I'm literally going like, "Oh my god, they're going to be like, you took some drugs, mate," and then all of a sudden he was spiked with drugs of acid off his wife, and I went, "Oh my fucking god!" I was like, "That's fucking too funny." But like, what was the bit you spotted?
The thing that I'm noticing is the man in yellow. It doesn't have all the information of the people that he's not met. So like the thingy's sister and his daughter. What do you call it?
Eloise.
Yeah, Eloise. That's it. So when they're talking and he wakes up for the second time.
Yeah.
Victor in the fake not comatose world.
Yeah.
Comes to him and he's like, "Oh, you're awake. That's great. Your daughter's on a flight on the way right now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that timeline does not make sense.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck do you wake up and all of a sudden your daughter's on a flight? Yeah.
Specifically comes to you. It's like...
it's too sped up.
Yeah, it's like no phone call, but like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's just yep, she's on her way right now. You like need to speed this up type of thing. And it's like, he does kind of start pushing back at that point, which I won't lie, I very much liked. I was like, that's good that he's not fully agreeing that yes, this is the way out type of thing, but he's like, something's not right, but I want to see my family more, and
Yeah,
it's one of those like, oh, it's
it's
like you feel bad for him. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
it's
lie.
it's like he's not fully submissive to the idea right now, but he also wants it to be true.
Yeah.
So he's conflicted in that way. But like that was generally all he does as
Aye.
such. Like I can't even think if there was anything else other than just a bunch of times he has fucking visions. There's about 3 that episode
We
as well.
did think he was gonna fucking chuck the knife at.
Oh yeah, we did think he was going to butcher the people. I wake up and
It
then he's
was
already
yeah,
murdered everybody.
fucking sitting
Didn't
cutting the
happen.
cactus, and he
Yeah.
goes into the coma. We were both just waiting to have him wake up, and just somebody be
Aye,
like,
somebody's been jabbed in the neck
yeah.
with a knife and shit. That's true.
And then, other than that, yeah, it was just a lot of wee small things. But the main kind of, well, not really a big reveal, but
It
the
was a
big,
reveal.
yeah, was, well, to be fair, to start off with, Tabitha walks back into her house and the phone rings.
Yep.
And she's like, what the fuck's this? Like,
And Thomas is on the phone.
yes.
He
Thomas.
says, "Ma, get yourself to the RV.
Oh, I'm killing
Or
the
I'm
kids.
killing the kids." Which
She's
is a
like,
very aggressive way to say, "Come meet me," you
yeah.
know. But she
So,
does.
yeah. We did kind of skip over, I wouldn't say a major part, but the, what's her name? Not Samantha.
So the man in yellow
Yes.
goes and gets his suit.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. To
Which,
be honest, that really was all that happens.
yeah,
Is
which
one
kinda clips
conversation
yeah.
with Sarah.
As
when-
soon as she picked up the phone, you knew that was the reason
But
type of thing.
yeah,
And so they finally,
because I
well,
will say I did think he was going in to find the bullets first.
yeah, I see.
Is what I thought. But then the moment I seen him go with the suit, I immediately was like, oh, clearly there's a part of a bookmark that now has to happen, so he has to be in the suit again.
Yeah.
Was the thing, and he needs it clearly back. So we at least we know, right? There's only one suit in the universe. Like he can't just like fucking.
Can't make a new
He
one.
can't make
Can't
a
take it
new
to dry
one.
cleaners.
He can't take a new one or make it or find another bookmark that is a suit. We know that's it, which is
Yeah.
good to know because it means if there was a way that you could get rid of it,
Yeah.
he'd kind of be trapped in like
Whatever
in
one
the
he's in.
girl form or whatever he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she does Tabitha. She goes like, cool, I'll go to the RV. And she gets there and she sees on the RV there's all the pictures that Ethan has
was
drawn.
earlier. Yep.
And then out of nowhere, fucking the man in yellow shows up. And he is a bit kind of snarky. It might not be the best word. Because he's like, I killed your husband right here.
Yeah.
And like out of fucking nowhere.
It was also well framed because the bloodstain
Was
is also
still
right
there.
next to it as well.
Which is like fucking
Yeah.
And he starts basically both monologuing, and I still think he's. I'll just go straight into this.
Yeah.
I don't think he is the complete bad guy. I think he's messed up, like fucked.
Nah.
Like, but I don't think he is like that. Like he's an evil person because he's literally getting people killed. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. It has that kind of. It gives hints of what could happen if they like do certain things or mess up certain things, and it's like he wants them to know that before they do it to see what's going to happen. Like
you know, I still think he's just the janitor, right? And I think the idea is in order to get them back into the normal circle of the timeline, I think he does have to drop hints because they're maybe going too far away from it on their own.
Too fast.
Like well, not even just too fast. They're on their own free will, right? We'll say they're going off a tangent, right? But he probably goes, in order to clean this up, I need you back in the circle. Like he needs you back in the timeline, right?
Goes in the square.
So that he can fix it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think the tangents, if they go too far, he has to like just fully snap them off. I.e., probably killing Jim is one of those tangents. Like I'm still convinced Jim's probably got more story to play, and we don't know it yet. But
Yeah.
and probably through Julie is probably how that'll come to pass.
She's definitely
But
gonna go
I
back.
think that tangent's maybe too far out where he goes, I can't curve this back in.
Yeah,
or
I can't just
imagine like the line, right, and it curves off, and where my finger is the point he needs you to be at. You might be there now
Yeah.
because of the tangent you've taken. So he goes, I can't go back in time. You can't go back to not knowing the knowledge to be back in line
but
with
I can
everything.
cut it.
But I can cut that stem off
Yeah.
and then try and fix everything else.
Yeah,
So I
for sure.
think by him dropping the hints is more, if you go, right, 1+1 is 2, right, and then you start saying, oh, 1+1 is 3, he goes, well, I can start to tell you it's not 3, and
Yeah.
you'll get back to saying it's 2.
Yeah.
If you get back to saying it's 2 in time, okay, you're probably still going to die, but
Yeah.
but the timeline's fixed. Whereas if people then start going, no, actually it's 4, he goes,
Yeah.
ah, you fucker, like
Yeah,
I
God damn
can't
it.
fucking put this back. Like it's like opening the Pandora's box where you can't put the evil back in it. So like I think it's on those lines where he's given hints because the timeline has to be essentially protected for him to be able to
It has to
fix
go a
it.
certain way type
So
thing, yeah.
like without, if they don't have that knowledge, because his whole thing was basically we'll see you again soon, kind of
Yeah.
thing. He says a few other wee bits as such. Can't remember exactly what it was he said, but he drops like weird hints.
Yeah, so that's. I'm going to quickly jump to the end of
Yeah.
that conversation when he's actually leaving, and it's something I keep noticing, and it's the only way I can kind of think of why it's happening is he keeps giving away small things about himself.
Ah,
So,
I
like,
like details.
He
Yeah,
likes to do the wee whistle, and it's like one. It could just be she now knows that whistle. That's
yeah,
somebody's literally just said, "Oh, I won't kill you right now, but we'll see you in a bit." You're going to be a bit traumatized, but if you hear that whistle, you're hearing your neck's going to show up, and I just think like the wee Christian Sophie. Is that no? What's her name?
Sarah.
No. Is it Sophie?
Can't remember now.
Whatever the man in yellow is the Christian
I don't think
person.
they've ever said her name.
I get a feeling the way they're going to like connect the dot at the very
she
end
does
is
the whistle.
she'll whistle accidentally, like just sitting there. It's
Yeah.
like Tabitha or somebody's just going to go, "How do you know that?"
Aye.
And she's just going to like.
That's going to be the thing that trips her up.
Yeah, like she won't have anything. He won't have anything planned
That's
for it.
possible.
And I'm noticing that it seems to be a lot of kind of small things. So like he collects teeth. He's even said it to her.
He also says, I was going to say, he says to her that he collects teeth.
Yeah, so he even says, "Yep, I collected Jim's tooth as well," and all that, which is kind of fucked up. The other one is he loves his suit.
Yeah.
Because it clearly is for some reason important to him. And then 3, he's got a specific car that he puts the teeth in. And I think all these wee kind of small things of like it gives you an insight into his personality.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's gonna get used.
Yeah, because he's still a character at the end of the day. Like he probably at some point was still human, or still is to some degree.
Yeah.
But like a kind of like werewolf kind of shapeshifter kind of scenario.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
So like, yeah, there's something still to him, but I don't know. Like I felt like it was a good reveal, to be fair. Like, but also at the same time where I was just like, right, so something's. What else have we got to do? You know?
Yeah, but for me, it's just that's gonna. What I'm hoping is in the next episode.
Yeah.
That all comes back to bite him.
Right. Okay.
Because it's like for me personally, I'm gonna say boy in the next episode, he's just gonna go, "Do you know what? Fuck it. Who wants to do this?
Who's coming
Hands
down?
up," and that's it.
Yeah.
And she'll be one of the ones to go, "Well, I kind of want to get out of here," and meekly does it.
I don't think he'll let her though.
Yeah, but something will happen between that.
That's valid.
But yeah, so back to the actual conversation because that was, and I had to get that before I forgot it.
That's alright.
Is basically he talks to Tabitha, being like, "I know what you're up to. I know what the group is up to.
Yeah.
If you do this, there's no guarantee that you might get out.
Yeah.
Or you might have unending suffering.
Worse experience for not getting it.
Yeah.
Which again is the kind of thing of you can go down the tangent you're going, or you can get back on the tangent I need you on. As such, I think that's the information he's given. He's basically saying, listen, he can't directly just tell them he's there to fix the timeline.
Yeah.
As such, because it doesn't work that way, obviously. But he is subtly dropping the hints of, if you do this, because the tangent of going off the way is basically it doesn't work, and he's going to then torture you because maybe it's an unfixable point.
Yeah.
As such,
And one of the things he does say is like, it, it's we kind of knew like from a viewer perspective, it's the furthest they've ever got. But
yeah.
this in the universe in that world, he physically says this is the furthest you ever have got,
Aye, with
which is
him,
like
Jade and Tabitha, say,
yeah,
aye.
which is like that's a brilliant bit of like in lore because he can be like, well, if this is the furthest we've ever got, anything going forward is completely new. There's no, oh, I remember this from back
Well,
then.
yeah, that as well. Yeah.
So that's why I think right with the kind of the tangent, but it's like, well, he's like, this is the furthest you've got. I'm gonna have to now figure out how I'm gonna fix any new
Aye,
tangents. Yeah,
developments. Yeah, yeah.
and that's why he gives like small hints to be like, hey,
Aye.
this could work. You could get out, or
Yeah.
you might completely make everything worse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a full answer of like what worse is or
Aye.
what's
Well, I think that's the thing. It's an open-end threat because it's basically, it sounds really scary, but it could be fuck all. But it sounds scary enough where you don't really want to test the theory.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
and so it's like a small part of me. It's why I'm slowly coming to the side where he's a messed up character. He is a like a bad
Oh,
person,
yeah.
but there's something about him that he
I think
he
he's just
doesn't want
doing
to
his job.
help. He doesn't want to help, but he's giving it. He's accidentally is probably the best way. Like he's not meaning to, but something in him's just kind of giving that wee kind of. Well, I'll tell them that what could get you, what could make stuff worse, and that's it. But to him, it's just like, oh yeah, you could get it, but most likely it's going to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
but in like when you hear that, it's like, well, you're kind of giving a hint towards like
But I think the problem
it's
with it
not
is
working the way you want it
the
to.
characters he's talking to are thick as shit.
Yeah,
So
you know she's not going to
I
talk
feel
to
as if
anyone.
like I don't. It's not even that I don't think she's going to talk to anyone. I think the bigger problem is actually comes down to the idea of he's given these kind of like big threats to people who can't comprehend really what the threat is.
Yeah,
So like whether or not they do it or not, like they just seem to stumble into things more than actually figure things out.
yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I was a big fan of this episode.
Would I watch it again? Probably just to make sure I've not missed any like
Fair.
small details. But it's not like oh, let's watch it again. It was that great.
Aye.
Like it definitely had a good bit of like details in it. Like luckily enough, it's starting. I say starting. That sounds really bad for season 4. It's progressing the story
Yeah.
fast enough now where I don't feel like every episode is just a straight. That's a cliffhanger. That's a
Yeah.
cliffhanger. This one, it's like, well, it gave them some knowledge about what they're going to do, well, what we expect they're going to do, which is go into the tunnels.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's not really just cliffhangers as much anymore. Like, there's still tons and tons of cliffhangers,
Aye.
but these wee small snippets kind of just have now got that progression. Because I think they did say, I think it's only 5 seasons they want to do.
Something
So,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they have said like this has been planned since 2001, which I was like, holy fuck, they have
Aye.
fucking sat down with this. But basically, I think it's been, I don't want to say the first like 2 to 3 seasons were just for padding it out, but like it seems to be this is the first season where it's like, yes, like stuff is happening.
I think it's we're able to confirm answers. Season 1 and 2 is kind of like the opening movies of Marvel, where until you get to the Avengers, like
Yeah, that's a good.
it's all kind of like, well, they're all right, but they kind of don't do anything for you. And then you watch Avengers, you go, oh, that all adds up. Like I think
Yeah,
season 4 is kind of that season. Everything we sort of know is getting confirmed. Everything we don't know is kind of still getting heavily hinted upon, or we're getting to a conclusion of it for
yeah.
sure.
I will say somebody brought up a good point with all the titles of all the episodes,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Do you remember going back? I think it's season 2 or season 3. It's one of them. There's a title for one that's called "Can't See the Forest." Oh, well,
For
it's
the
like
trees.
yeah, for the trees, and it's everyone's like, that's a very specific thing. Like why is it for that episode alone and stuff. And it's one of those I'm going to have to go back and fully sit down, 'cause some people have done it, they've did the review and went back,
Yeah.
but they go straight back into details, which I fucking hated. But like, it's one of those, I think everybody's like looking so much now into the details of everything.
Yeah.
The bigger picture.
Aye, how
is
much can you
completely-
unravel?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't see the bigger picture because we're looking for every tiny detail that connects. When it could literally just be like, oh yeah, this is hell.
Yeah, it's literally
like
it's like the world of, is this just purgatory / is this
Yeah.
just a pocket dimension? It doesn't have to be that deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just, as I said, like this episode, I wouldn't say it was an amazing episode, but it gave you enough to where it's like, do you know what, next episode, unless they fuck it up really badly, will be a great episode
Fair.
because everything's going to happen in it.
Okay.
And to be fair,
He's had it spoiled.
fucking, if you've watched the trailer,
Don't watch the trailers.
yeah,
Stop watching the trailers, people. In fact, actually, I would actually start telling people to downvote anyone that does put trailers to it. Like, I mean, actually spoiling the trailers. See, people, like, I just don't get why there's such a need for the trailers. I haven't seen it,
episodes, yeah.
but because I've had 2 episodes this season spoiled because of the trailers, I know how bad the trailers are. To the level of actually saying, like, I actually think the showrunners do themselves such a disservice for showing them. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was this hooked and this was me just getting into the show, I'd actually stop watching for how bad the spoilers are. Because they just give away the biggest bit of the episodes. And it doesn't make me go, like, I want to watch this. It makes me go, well, I've seen what happens.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not super in
That's
depth.
what it was. So the reason why I brought up that specific episode without any spoilers,
No spoilers.
which is going to be hard, is in that new trailer, it does kind of connect something that
And that's all, folks.
it connects something that you go, once you actually like watch that trailer and then
I'm not
think
watched
about it,
No,
you go, that's a fair point. How have I not noticed that?
So that's stupid. We don't like it then. That's fine.
Exactly. That's why I was
There's
pissed
no need
off
for it.
today.
Yeah, so there's no need for it.
And so I was like,
And we're going to continue. No, we're just going to go now. No more talk about the trailers.
And so yeah, for me that annoyed me because I was like, that's a fair point. Why have I never clicked like that happened type of thing? And then I said, I went nope and delete the video. I was like, cool, sweet.
Fair.
But yeah, it's one of those. It brought back to that episode of everybody's looking for all these minute details to make the big connection. When if you just stand back and you look, the trees are the forest already, and it's just.
I think you're trying to spoil it with it. Like, no, right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give this episode a 3. I want to give it a 2 personally, but I feel like it might be too harsh because it did actually give us some stuff. I'm going to stick with a 3, but I would say it's the lowest of the 3s.
I would probably get about 3 Coach Kennys out of 5.
Yeah, it's got 3 smileys.
Like, it's an average episode, but I think it was.
Look, it was still alright. Like, it was alright. I think the fact as well was it wasn't spoiled. There wasn't anything major, like, hardcore, because I think the last couple of episodes have had, like, really fucking heightened moments. So I kind of see where I'm like, okay, this got a quieter episode. But I just, with information, but I just feel as if, like, there was some moment, I think there was too many moments where I was, like, getting annoyed at characters as such, which, because it was literally like, hey, we've hit the revelation of conversation works to then not having the conversation and we're back into our wee hubs and groups and stuff. And I'm just like, I think that's what was ruining it for me personally.
Fucking not talking.
But yeah, I literally just not talking. But on that note, we've talked too much. So we're going to wrap up here because this is a long episode, and I do appreciate anyone who gets to this point in it.
Yeah.
As such, I think we probably would be a lot faster if we have the initial reactions. I think we were able to talk more because we had thought on
digested
things.
It,
yeah. So I think we can definitely see that this is not what we want to do.
Yeah.
We definitely have to go back to the initial reactions first.
Yeah.
Because it gives it way more raw rather than fully compos mentis conversations. As such, we probably will try and do some of these kind of episodes. I think, like, when we go through season 1, 2, and 3 again, I would imagine like all of those episodes will all be like an hour. Like, I think that would be the way forward. That'll be full podcast mode. because we'll be able to like fully reflect on the episodes, and especially because we'll be watching them like multiple times as such. But I think for these ones, it's definitely the immediate reactions, definitely more raw when we've not had time to think on it.
Yeah,
But yeah, hopefully that's the only episode. This will be the only episode that does such a thing. Like, unless like I think the only reason the episodes will last this long, future will be if like just so much information gets hit and we have to talk about everything. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen
well,
with
the
what we've got
actor
left.
that plays Boyd did say this episode and next episode are meant to be really good, like really everything meant to happen. And well, I kind of do agree with them. Like it was a quiet episode, but stuff did happen.
Yeah,
That's why I'm really excited for the next one because I think that's
fair.
going to connect.
But yeah, for now, we will catch you all later on. This has been episode 8 of To and From, and we'll see you next Wednesday for episode 9.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
No.
Okay. Jesus fucking